Hello friends, today in this video we are going to discuss about serial monitor, that how to use serial monitor with Arduino and what is the purpose of using that. And for that we are again here on Arduino blocks. So initially, to use the serial monitor, we have a category of blocks here with the name of serial port. So I'm taking this block, initialize baud rate at 9600. So what is this? Actually, whenever we are transmitting data serially, there is a speed which is defined as in kilobit per second. So this is the same thing which is also called as baud rate, now 9600 bits per second, and by default Arduino works on this particular bit rate. So first we have initialized this, and then what we are going to see use, we will be using this send button in setup, and let's say I am writing here TechCool Lab. So this TechCool Lab will be displayed there on the serial monitor. So let's upload this. So the program is uploaded on Arduino. Now we will check it clicking here on console, and we'll connect it. And what you will find that there is the TechCool Lab is displayed on serial monitor. In the same way, if let's say we want to display this TechCool Lab repeatedly, then we need to use loop. And TechCool Lab first again will be using one wait. And if we are doing this modification, then TechCool Lab will be displayed, will be printed there on serial monitor continuously. So we'll check this also. Again moving to our serial monitor, and you will see that after a delay of 1 second, TechCool Lab is continuously printed there on serial monitor. So this is first case we have seen here. Now we'll make certain modification to show you one more thing here. I told you in our previous video that Arduino's input remains in high impedance state. That means we don't know the input state, and the input state remains unknown in high impedance state. So just to know that whether I was right, whether this statement is true or not, I am going to use this read pin button, and we'll see that whether we are getting logic 1 or logic 0 on serial monitor or not. So if read button 2 is true, so if read button is true, we'll send or will display on serial monitor high. So we'll write high. Else we'll make a modification here, else write low. So we'll make it low, and we'll give a delay of 1 second, and this is the program. So now again we'll upload it. Again we'll go and check on the console, connecting it with the serial monitor. So what you are seeing, high, 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 and you check here on the circuit also. I have connected simply a wire without connecting anything with any device or with any input device with any switch. It's a simple wire connected to pin number 2, and what we are getting here, high, and it will also give low also. We don't know. Look, it's going low, it's showing low and high, low and high. This is the reason that input of our Arduino said to be in high impedance state. That means we don't know whether it's low or high, and to resolve this problem we use pull down and pull up register, which I explained you in my previous video, and it is proven here by the serial monitor also, that we don't know what is the state it is sensing at input, and sometime it is showing high, sometime it is showing low. Due to electrical noise in the environment, it may give you high. So this is how this serial monitor is used. So friends, for this circuit also we'll display different things on our serial monitor console, and you are seeing this circuit here. We are using one tactile push button here, and on pressing this tactile push button, this LED will glow. So we will be displaying the status of this button pressed and this LED on serial monitor. And this is the program as you are seeing here. Again in setup, we have first initialized the baud rate, and we are keeping our pin number 7, which is our output pin, in off state initially, and we are using one variable here, state. So we are initializing this variable initially to 0 value. When we come in loop, we are using one if block, conditional block. So if the condition of read button, that means if we are pressing the push button, it will sense true, and if it is true, first we'll send the status on the serial monitor that button is pressed, and then again in a nested loop, a nested if else block is used. So here in if else block, what is there, that if state is equals to 0, then write on pin number 7. That means we are writing a high on output pin 7, and parallelly we are again setting the state variable to 1, and on serial monitor we are displaying LED on. If it is not, if the state is not equals to 0, in else we are first we are writing off on output pin 7 and displaying LED off, and setting this variable again to 0, so that when it will again return back to the loop, again it can execute the condition. So like this we are going to see the result on the on the serial monitor console, and one wait delay is also given here, so that things can display easily, we can visualize them easily on the screen. So it is connected here. You can see here that if I press this button here, we are getting press LED press on and off, button pressed LED off, button pressed LED on. So whatever be the status of button and LED will be displayed on serial monitor. So what we have seen here, that the purpose of using serial monitor is to analyze different data sensed by sensors. Let's say we have connected a temperature sensor or maybe a load cell, just to analyze the signal coming to the input, maybe analog signal or digital signal. We use serial monitor, and sometimes we also use it for debugging purpose, and also to display data. Let's say we want to display data on display, so in that case too, if we don't have display, we can use serial monitor to check the results, that how the things will be displayed on a. Okay friends, let's see the Arduino IDE code also for this block program, and for that we need to click on view code. As we are seeing here, that in setup first we are initializing the transmission speed, serial speed, with serial dot begin at 9600, and in pin mode we are setting pin number 7 as output pin, pin number 2 as input pin, and we are keeping our output pin 7 initially low. We are also initializing one variable state with a value 0. So this is all about setup. Then we'll move to loop. In loop we are using one if condition, where we are sensing the digital pin 2. If it is true, then we are writing on serial monitor that button is pressed, because it will be true whenever you will press the button. Then again there is a nested if condition there, that if the state is true, sorry, if state is 0, what we are going to execute, that first we will again initialize state with a new value 1 and write high on digital pin 7. That means we are now turning the LED on by writing high on pin number 7, and we are writing on serial monitor LED on with the instruction serial.print new line and high on pin LED on. Then if in else we are first initializing, so first setting the variable state with new value 0, and digital writing on pin number 7 low, and on serial monitor we are writing LED off. You are also giving a delay here at the end. And friends, I told you earlier also that whenever you are writing your block program, always check Arduino IDE code, because this will help you to learn that traditional way of coding. So guys, this is all about today's video, and we'll see you in next video, where we will be interfacing a potentiometer to control the brightness of LED, and we'll also analyze that analog value which we will be fetching through an input, analog input on serial monitor also. And thank you all for watching this video till end. Please write in comment section if you have any query, any suggestion, and please subscribe the channel. If you like our content, please promote us, because we are desperately needing your support. Thank you all. Thanks again. Goodbye. See you in next video.